kama one was here. Yes, you trust what I'm saying. The next 45 minutes, Adom Mpensenpensenmu, bro. Conversation clearly is about political parties, you know, one approve one able nafi, one so krata social contractor, one day better only Ghana for Anthem. None of that it was in Cape Coast. You be doing call back quickly. You be call man so na former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the Okasamani campaign team, you know. James Ejenim Buaben man so quickly once na pro abona call for framantem onum de ekoso onum ne ensem bia apie free mu aba or the nchiremu papa de abrave ze one here na yakoji obi anu esi bone ana nya ne kwanso no James Ejenim Buaben machi apom ti sen
onwan he koblan sante meda se nyame adom bibia ye bokwa apom ye
wadarma only former president mo bedun kran na
and Miss Rowe, not proud to Ahama, Chimbe, no, Yana, for John Dramani Mahama, if they do and crying. After the Oye, na probo, or provo, Frapantem, and Uti Mantem.
I see.
Yeah, it was a total of 7 days, or the
you
Framantem and Uti.
Quickly, me assure say it was a successful trip because if you talk about voter region to the NDC, it's like talking about
it's not just voter region.
Yeah.
If you look at the running mates and also a probe of everything about it shows that success is an understatement. And indeed, it's the same thing in both Oti and Framantem. I mean, it's overwhelming, the outpouring of support. Some for one by the Sierra John Dramani Mahama, the na probo, naming someone or the two Jan, Ayadiana, any kana, any soccer.
I see. Anti-voter region, your belief and your hope this time we say a man will be pija achen can in fear na about to a. Is that the case?
That is our belief for all over Ghana, not just voter.
So Ghana, you know, a man will be pija. I'm in this I can before.
That is our belief. That is the John Dramani Mahama, and this was na proba or kono. Butaya etai etraining and this was no friends baby our for you be said the American. It's been astounding. It's been a remarkable success. Said the amount for Babisiano, Wombetino, was supreme, and the level of interaction, the level of interest, the level of enthusiasm. It's really energizing. It's really energizing.
I see. No one may say, now Chimu and I say, be a Fataba Stadium, yet in Como Papi. But no one may say, Abatabontia, Yasha, see, Dihun Como, a PDS near a Japan deal now.
Actually, I'm sitting behind my laptop trying to push a story which says that we will investigate PDS and a Japan. No, and it's maybe okay. Since I'm on your network, you might as well get the exclusive of that publication. Good. Okay, it's something that my internet in a delay in but this is what it says. We will investigate PDS and the Japan royalty scandals, Mahama. A new government of the National Democratic Congress will investigate all allegations of corruption by appointees of President Akufo-Addo. This is according to NDC presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama. Speaking in an exclusive interview with a TV station in the Oti region on Sunday, he said President Akufo-Addo and his government have lost the fight against corruption, especially as many corruption cases have not been properly investigated. Mr. Mahama mentioned cases such as the PDS scandal and the Japan mining royalty deal as some of the many other cases that his government will investigate immediately upon assumption of office. Regarding the Boyd PDS, the NDC presidential candidate said Ghanaians deserve a right to know what happened because assets of state-owned ECG were handed over to a privately owned PDS, power distribution services, following which they collected huge sums of money running into millions of dollars, which have not been accounted for. I mean, jump a few lines, the other one with respect to Ejapa. Describing the Ejapa mining deal as shady, he wondered why the NPP government had mortgaged Ghana's gold royalties to a private company in which the state has 51% stake and some faceless individuals 49%. Mr. Mahama said a new NDC government would not respect the Ejapa deal, adding the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund would have played the same role as Ejapa if government wanted to be transparent. And then he's quoted as, obviously, this government has lost the fight against corruption. Our people are tired of corruption. It demotivates them, and they want that leader who is in office who will not only investigate former appointees, but also investigate people who engage in corruption in his era. If he not in the top and say, yeah, or say we share PDS now. PDS no private citizens via Nana Akufo-Addo Aban, Eddie ECG, Ejapade, Ese Now, at a certain point, Abaina Mpensenpensenmu say that deal is fraudulent. And so, for the 7 months, the evidence is that they have not accounted for that. That is one of the sources of interest that Urajo Mahama said he will look into that matter. Ejapade and say, mining business is a war mine. Ghana buying 10% interest. Now, and the Akwakoban say, a buying any group be a forming company. Forming Jersey. Jersey near tax haven. Safe tax haven. Say 1% would die near Medi. Now, the year near Mount Kukum is one of the places I am. Minority MP say one more name. One more SSR Ejmakuena Japa company no echi. But the attorney said almost Abain said with 3 months to leave office now. It's not Akufo-Addo Abain so more $500 million. 500 million. Now one more the Ghana mineral royalties. As I said, Makuni some manage for the next 15 years. But I'm like, the woman said every year Ghana buying Enyakra and $200 million. Into the question is, are they not $200 million a year? Only back for the company say or normal 500 million. Now for the next 15 years no. Or no and manage $200 million every year. No, or no 49%. Now all Ghana buying 51%.
Okay, so could you clearly there are areas while buying bar idea there are other questions on this matter, but essentially we're raising a lot of issues during the campaign. If say Brintino, the understanding well. Say Ghana man say that says Oba no but not PDS. Ejapa any other issues are if you we pay no obetu anamo just to serve the interest of Mother Ghana. You say we the university anum na di hu nkomo brano say the answer na about to onsem etibia. There to be no on this matter of Okada specifically what did the former president say?
No. Nia Ora John Dramani Mahama can say in any case I probably not call one of the issues that all can ask them creating jobs, creating opportunity for the youth. In the Okase, he would create 1 million jobs over a 4-year period, so 250,000 jobs every year. That is one of the areas that the big push agenda is about creating jobs. The other thing Okan is and then we show you in I say it might be entity they come for accuracy. But say we now want and Juma now they do should be a na prepo bit na you say and yes entity and the mine internet one can come say abonting new crack a thing more. Who say you see a dime, you see a dime thing. Crane operator, a crane operator, and we are going to find it today in India, and Waba, and no, an idea China, and no edges as it can be good. Meanwhile, it's a major source of employment. We are ewo France tiana na ndie na ko betimi aye se adwuma no tiling na ye kokofo bi esi amanone no ba be ye ebi a painting aye ko fan ko see some other part of the mountain West Africa service ya no ma ba be ya making na welita painting no so pese or de ikabese your friend said technical and vocational education and training and only school na okwa and no ubewie na amount in some words my better tell in a practical way and in the theory area the plumbing and the masonry building technology electrical planning those people come out of those schools and ready on the job market they find jobs in the area the jobs are here but the skills required could read some course. I mean, course but if you are certain course, will be you as a crane operator. Who lives at the course party? Here, a caterpillar, heavy duty equipment, and a crane. The man who pool bill, a man on the salesman. The work start training now. It puts you in a better set on the job market. Okay. Now to the specific issue about the academic. Onimupa say Ganamra. Etia ukada ejuma ene ye ka say Ghana mretia but ana baby a wo be fa wo man mu bia ukada ejuma koso wo into the attempt in the first emra no wo as the am running ejuma. The second observation is that so ukada ejuma so eboa emabunu no bebre na eboa ebusiafo bebre bi na no amanfo ye na wo bi ahwo mo say ni o man ebe na amanfo ye no bi tia wo light car, one more dine car, one more school fees. The prior the show more for school. In this society, and then now, yes, the Rano, Emma Kai education. Now I see young fancy, young power more one, Alpha entity, so they do it in a manner that is safe. And he's proposing two things. One, he will legalize it. That means that changing the legal regime now to back its operation, and then regulated. The regulation aspect in the area, and then Ansana will be Ukada. It's a fair utility training who are have for ABA now watching the new anabo song. I see. Who are what your license. And then they take you through the safety protocol. Okay. So helmet, maybe for extra one count. Over passenger now you say, how that is what he is talking. All right. I'm sure so. Him says so. Jebre me TV didn't go. Jebre with the ATI. Be TV the. Ebusa and same. But ne kra no. Na me adma da be na mo so mo de manifesto ni TV. Niaminim ne se nyame Adom a na watchi a ebe ewie na ye dia tuja ansa na ora John Dramani Mahama ebe kwa probo last campaign meeting amekoye enu echi ni nko bi nsa ma bina away for a week amatia na me bedru in the last information that was available to me officially that was pointing to 29th of August na watchi ye. Okay, now, so they do an opinion, you will be anchored. I will not be in the position to tell. All I know is still 29th August. Okay, so then it may help you because we need your details. But a quick one, say leadership of service, protecting our progress, transforming Ghana for all. Inti se unyan kinkai mu asem kwa na. Itira se mi nkwa keke no. The service was what? There was a promise of same leadership of service, the same leadership promise of creating jobs. And the last manifesto promise or in fact, this is one president under the Fourth Republic will go in Juma. More than any other president. It's a statement of fact, the collapse of banks, the collapse of businesses, the collapse of radio stations, the collapse of microfinance companies, the difficulties that amount for ELCOM. That is a statement of fact. I'm not going to belabor that point. And then, Minoka says, the amount one at the one institution or the other, now men's go there. it is all because of certain steps that, so Aban we are, Aban, this is the government that promised to share about the woman one chocolate a day. The name said William Colabia, Aban moms out chocolate a day. Yeah. Aban we share about every village was going to get a toilet. Meaning that promise, I mean, we all know. Sure. One of the major things they keep talking about, and it's very funny, almost say one village, one dam. There's a University of Ghana and Geography Department study. And the good thing is that more Muniano might join online for the year story. It's 90% of one village, one dams, 90% are not fit for irrigation. What it means is that 90% of them are not fit for purpose. What does 90% represent? It says we offer edu bia emu knono enye papa entimi nyania enti awo mede and as offer emu ohabia na emu edua 90 entimi enye ni enti ayeye so Adam.
Okay.
Yes, answer. So that is what it means.
Okay, so
it's a leaderless leader.
Okay, all right. So, my first year, I'm saying now, we show no campaign team, former president, well, I should go around. You know, we didn't come out to do now and December 7th, Abba. Yeah, that's an person what Jibril said. Well, James Jenny Boating campaign spokesperson for John Mahama 2020. And what he said, I can say. Yeah, I can say the director of communications for the New Patriotic Party, Osai Mashebe Janima Adom Mpensenpensenmu. So, Neminyam for Buaben Asamoa Atenase. Quickly, Mame Mo Akwaba, I'm sure so now Chocho, Nyoma Bakumi Bia. Now for say we are non temper. Yes, Obama Abomi said here we are not to be Yano Abanzana. Okay, so you're former president, send Bakumi Bia or the two. Quickly, then we come back to Buaben Asamoa.
If I become president, we investigate PDS. Especially when it's obvious that persons very close to the president, related to the president, were involved in structuring the PDS deal. And we've heard audio of them in telephone conversations, talking about the shareholding and all that. We've all heard it. I mean, so there's enough evidence to investigate PDS. And the people of Ghana need to know what happened, because this was a situation in which the assets of a state-owned company were being handed over to a private company. As I speak today, for the period that PDS collected money when they were running the ECG, that money that runs in billions of Ghana cedis has not been accounted for. I mean, people cannot just pocket state monies and just walk away free with it. The people of Ghana deserve to know what happened in PDS. Ejapa is unfolding the same thing. The money laundering laws do not allow us, even as individuals, to hide our money in tax havens. So if even as individuals we're not allowed to hide our money in tax havens, why will government of Ghana mortgage our gold royalties to a private company in which we have 51% shares? Some shady individuals we don't know have taken 49% shares. On what basis did they take those shares? And they've gone to register in Jersey, an offshore tax haven, so that they hide the identity of the shareholders. Government of Ghana, even though the royalties are ours, cannot control that company. Meanwhile, we have vehicles we can use here. We have the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. If you assigned the royalties, our gold royalties, to the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, which is a 100% controlled Ghanaian entity, it can do exactly the same thing that you want Ejapa to do. Ejapa is a very shady deal, and I'm saying if I become president, I will not respect that agreement. It is a theft of Ghanaians, royalties, and it is made to benefit just a few people. Ghanaians cannot accept this. We won't accept that agreement. We do not accept that government of Ghana should invest our royalties in an offshore tax haven. Let them invest it in a company that is transparent. We can see the beneficial owners of who the company are, and in the best case scenario, use a government of Ghana vehicle. Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund is supposed to be our sovereign wealth fund. If you assign our gold royalties to it, the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund can raise those same monies that you want. In any case, We get almost $200 million a year. You want to go and borrow $500 million and tie our gold royalties for 15 years to a company that we don't know who owns the company, and in a tax haven. It's against the money laundering rules. If you even look at those who put the transaction together, there are people close to the president. Already almost $2 million have been paid to them on this transaction alone. There's something about, ethics, and it looks like there's a certain impunity that has developed, and this president and his family and those around him think they can do anything and get away with it.
Well, the former president, the passion on these matters is, in fact, we're here today to have a conversation around leadership of service, protecting our progress, transforming Ghana for all. But I won't be here. So one director of communications is available. Obetimi actually the manifesto issues up. I'm sure it's what James Ejeni, what a former president, now flag bearer of the NDC, and some of their a very worried person on these two major deals who's happening with Burma. It doesn't serve the interest of most people to transform here.
But that's it. I'm going to pay my menchia, but here for you now. The two pano, menchia ko adentamai. Omadaruma, Tinamatia. Na campaign na shasiano. Ye no hana ya boa pronso. Ewo. Ti omonhwemanim. Ni we hihia wo. Na ya manifesto no. Ya ko launch no. Eno kan ho bi na omampanyi yo mama yem hihye no. Sa manifesto no. Efa wiase afa na nyina eho. Omom dom sika be Ghana. Omom di edidwa. Ghana fo ankasa omye nhyehyeye wo ha. Nti eye akwankyere bi eda ho. Ejina yen yegidie so. Se ye be hye ankrankre adwuma mu ma. Ye be hwe se obia ho nkyere no oni bie ebe tofom. Ye be hwe se bibia ye bia no ejina ankrankre fa ahodie mu na mpuntuo no aba. Nti saa niema no mampanyi ne kan nyina no. Ye manifesto no kan kro no. Eka no. Tamami nti niema no ba ko mienu bi emfiri ho. Edi kan jenza yeni mboaten kan asem kese bia no onim kuroi abakose oman ma abakose. O si a free first republic. Sa pains we no hu se enwuma ahyepa so de kohwe banking sector crisis omuye ya yen ya besiesie. Onimu a onkohwe NDC 1 and 2 picky free PNDC no one share World Bank liberalization omni PNDC year free 1983 over 300 factories sold in this country, decimated the industrial sector of this country. Early workers ni na off Saturday no year we haven't recovered apart from say curfew, a good nightlife, a good a lot of hospitality activities. 300 factories, liberalization. Omuja or minor honum by 2000. Exchange rates has fallen in thousands of percentages. Na ngofo omo enyuma kakraka omunsem so na efiri omunsa. If the busian bia no abona brochire bia wo dollars mu no na unya cedi no entua. If the dollar na hwan say wi enti ngofo so edi omkokot ejiji omunyuma efiri omunsem. The worst period occurs unemployment, any economic disaster, PNDC latter PNDC into NDC 1 and 2. I could see 1997, 1999, retrenchment and the liberalization of our industrial sector. Your factories, over 300 of them. Now, you calculate that and compare to what he's talking about. But also, PDS, PDS near Japan, corruption bang wasem, and now mampenny that ek.
What is that to him?
And I'm PDS corruption. A yakufo, a juba power ye, and ye de a ye buy. Compact, that also mean buy. And now ever two no. When me and Yanshi enemy, you didn't an amhosa as usual, you were not able to take a decision. You say privatize ECG and now your concession. What did it home sa? Oh, beko. And now say a failure. Oh, your concession. You buy it. And the president can say, your concession, their ECG, a Ghana mine, dear. A Juma, your Tiasia, your Nimu, to be message. Now, say a brofer Baba Falcon, Yen before the draw 51%. And now it was structured and a buy anymore. Asem ben a buy. Asem we buy and they say ECG for a buy no one a car say insurance guarantee be more PDS for no any a buy any ECG end in a year until a buy any big term a brand a buy tremuno and this forecast say a buying yama PDS in Yajuma na buy a happy PDS somebody know a term we you know a fade almost a chom and almost corruption. Abrofo de ne omo yes adwuma no. Abrofo no ehwehwe mu. Ghana ban so ehwehwe mu. Abrofo no kwa hwehwe mu, omo se enye hwe mi entwam. Oban no kai.
Yeah.
Abrofo no, abrofo no.
But Nanado ka se there bi.
Nanado se there bi. Obetwam. Ase na ni nyi ho se omo akoye insurance guarantee na aso matwe ni nsu ani. Abrofo na ni omo ye adwuma no se enye hwe. Ntinka ketase hye ne proye bi wo mu a abrofo no beka se enye hwe. Nanado si entwam ti de na aka administration financial reconciliation omo ye adwuma mpenso bi e wo mu din mu omo de staff bi free ECG e na koye equipment ne adade asan aba ye twen ahwe se ye besa ye concession na ye nya ye twen ahwe no ECG fo e na hwe so bi omo san ye omo adwuma staff no ko PDS no omo ye ECG fo equipment na no de ye adwuma na ECG adwuma the only difference is that they branded it PDS. Inti asamba na who see PDS nam ho and on your receipt na PDS was on the other. Where is the problem?
Obviously, there's a gray area.
Financial reconciliation.
There's a gray area. The gray area is that they took over for almost 7 months. Sikahon Kontebu within that 7 months, no, to the best of the knowledge of the president, former president, Ghana for what has gone into that?
To the best of the knowledge of the former president, Mepacho or the public finance, I say. To the best of the knowledge of the former president, administrative and financial reconciliation of accounts and corruption. When the Airbus scandal, when your government official one, when you kunta, and you kuntuna sisika yeju, and kunta and yebu as financial reconciliation, and you near brofu and and you were no former president, and no because an entias ye, it was side way who sent your corruption. Or can I stand no name the walker? You ain't create loot and shell. Supreme Court, Timmy show when you cast a war buying, uja a hanam, uja a minus hanam. When your budget, ya near Chessicat was said you could judgment debt, near chip and from Babaji judgment debt. Debbie, wait ye a year financial administration, pure and simple. PDS are buying insist say or mumpene. A buying the tremu, a buying the hunutremu. But second of when you know Tianom Tiasia. Obie ni hwa okotam ECG ewia de call baby eye aban hyehyeye ECG enhyehyeye e na PDS buy PDS no omododo no mo ya bibifo omo ye adwuma na ECG no ahun se insurance guarantee bi omde aba no emfa kwam e na ECG fo sisa na tie dia ombetu aban fo ne atwa ade enum ye twa mu no abrofo mo ka ho munti o abrofo sika ne ye omo dia no omo no tu Ghana abanfo se enye hwe omo so di nkrofo nimdifo e behwehwe mu e ka se enye hwe ye betimi asiesie ma PDS ntoaso ti se we no ye dream ni kata se ne proya nka broni no no de ni sika e ba no ko no be ka kire o se enye hwe toaso ye Ghana aban ye de na asi fom se ye ntimi mfa nche wo ye de ye betwam ene ye twam. Okay,
just a pick on Okada, then we come to just bits of Manifesto because of the break. The BB was like a beam.
Oh, Mammy, Japa.
Okay, Japa, yeah, a Japa. Yeah.
Oh, my mua. I buy beer, what your bonty, what your position if ye. And I will be cassette. A Japa. And yet. Adrian Abanese. Afibiano. You see, car, a talk a cracker in your free. Good ye mu ni tuo ni ade no anu ntimi nhyedam wa papa kakrefia nti ntimi mfa nya nhyehyeye kesi bi e sombo nti ye nhihye a ye beka ni nyina abomu na ye hu se afi bi se de betimi anya ti ye kod bobosia ye de saa no hoba no e kod bobosia ye fe no securitization enu bi ni aye wo get fund ye timi di get fund sika unim se get fund afi bi e mom sika kakra ena ye timi di se sika kakra na ba no akosia wa e wa ma no ne se oboma get fund $1.5 billion no mo fanya mo investments in tentem no mo ye investments ni we na Ghana fo ma a eko school enya ho mfaso no na afesika e ba ni yetua na kakra every get fund abrofo nims ye bu man ni ye ni to mo sell sika na maye emu 500 million abadada ni ye di ahye adansie ma na ye kasai de also baba bi twa free SHS mo no yes si adan ekeka ko aburu 800 ewo SHS ahodo any model ones a yebesi any the 16 a yebesi ni region bia wo zongo kese bia ba akom ye di kan ji sika no ansa and it so ni se sika na be get fund kakra no se sika na free eto aye jeje no mni ade e bank nkiti wo twen se wo de sa to no tuetua contractor for car obre e mantem obre sa na mining royalties no a e ba no ase de e bank nkiti nti wo nhye dan hunu ade potia wo de ye wo de tua to kuro we kakra wo de tua bosia we kakra wo de sha asiesi dan we wo nwie ni ade nti ye ka afua de ye securitization no e wo se enya afidie bi a ye de beye o se Ghana Infrastructure Fund ayemra yate Minerals Investment Fund MMIF
but he believes that stabilization fund here and kasanema we na ye cutting na emwa
no his beliefs haven't led this country anywhere. The beliefs are more kuri amai the beliefs mami kan di michiro your mama belief pa no say what here the belief are more kuri kiti say ade we dey o say me kan ni nyina ye hu say your mama oni belief bia ebe boayen Q. This is his last State of the Nation. Your mama's last State of the Nation address, 2016. No, him say, Obeko, into a tonobo can 4 years once. Tieni belief. Chapter we, building a strong and resilient economy. Mr. Speaker, when I took office as president, this is 2016. He took office as president when? 2012.
That's June 2012.
He took president in 2012.
Yeah.
When I took office as president, our economy was faced with severe challenges from both domestic policy misalignment and external shocks. The resulting effect was a budget deficit of 11.5% of GDP, current account deficit. Expenditure pressures emanating largely from compensation of public sector employees, budget overruns.
That's when he took over from a time it was late.
Shortfalls in corporate income tax and low development partners inflow.
This is the 2016 picture of painting here. This is the 2016
picture he painted in 2016 of when he took over in 2012 from a regime of which he was vice president. John Mahama, no, a vice president to Atamils. And not on any tour.
And Obebun Kuntano,
2016, Obebun Kuntano. Obebun Kunta chairman, 2016, were the president 6 years.
So, my man, and Ojago, man.
Inti, Sabrina on Obejano say, or your president in the Unya, no, can't who no vice president who just say Japadian man.
But it doesn't change the fact that, say, a year koyenimno, who seem to be an American, and a Tokubi da baby, won't you mean?
I make catch and say, on Untokruno, Hunian and Refino. Nintokurian and Refino. Or say Ghana for Yankayadi. The Yan and Refis one Nkaikra. Or the on Kaikra. If so, what Mikase, a banya who move vice president. Eja we Japadia, a protitia. Now I am
prontity, not a more ding kakra. Your fault and prontity. Now for you, home to Kakra. But then says,
it Yamarade,
never see
You
for the labor a manifesto no combating commando do be abedim kan into director of communications for the New Patriotic Party MP for Adentan and Pesaso sa and common intimi enwie pay but and then I mean 74 years Mrs. Comfort Dark happy birthday to you next movie but unfortunately mean maybe a weekend near the party and then I join Shira yeah nearby mommy yeah this share back I join Shira and then so yeah would adjoa at 56 already in Shira with more age we wrap up now ya pebre asa ba be disa
bigina okada no so
okada eden
ahrefo omampanyi dada John Mahama and candidate Mahama say obeye nnwuma o de fo okada so
amongst some of the issues
yemba yenuanom ye papa no enkwa ekotwa so ade a prosifo ene hospital fo age atum se ene di edem kese pa ne e wo Ghana ha kwa sorry ayare sebia bia
ene regulated the front of
senka ohwe economy ni so yi a kanye se okada enanke ye pe ade apa adwuma economy na wanhwe so yi no oje ye no a osan se no kra no IMF ebran adwuma se mo mfa obi adwuma IMF bran se mo mfa obi adwuma ne ono betra so obeye adwuma kwa be so no obeye adwuma ontimi ye di nkoda ekɔ school atete wo no ma ba ye adwuma o se wo mpene free SHS no obetwam
wanka se ompene
o se obetwam
o se obe sakyerem
na obi a wo sakyerem a o se sika no e de ye no obese ugyae wo mfa sa sika no nye bio na pese o de sa sika no ye bibi foforo no de kwan be so na de sakyerem obetwam efse sika ni mu a ebewu sika ye moja enti ye di nkoda ne kɔ sa antete enu mu no agriculture planting for food and jobs ede de ye pija agriculture mu a enne edomo akohye mu a omo ye adwuma ne penso agriculture fue ya mankaniti yati 1D 1F a ye pija nnwuma ba saa ne ma no ne wo se aban ye di ye wire hye wo mu a oyɛ na ma edom nya ahotoso bi se ede da so aba enye adwuma a edi dam ekum nipa na ade wani kwoto so na aba wa bubutu bibia na yewu a hwan ne benya sa adwuma no ho mfa so omo ma kowu no omo mte so no mu twiri no omo mte akire na yede omo hwe gu da bia no omo ne benya ho mfa so nti urajo mama opentem as baby ane nam ne de etro opentem baby ane nam no etro enema wantimi anye economy wantimi anhwe so a ugu no ene oti nchen to ayampia se obeye we de esire kra ne TV no so be ni free no free SHS wonyi ndi na TV na betimi aye free SHS wonyi ndi na TV na betimi aye free ade no so TV so ye ni free da
trimupo de tight TV na chi se ubeko suku be wie na afa adwuma ho asem akoye hawa ma ye ma ontiti ye pa obenya hotoso ensa no dwuma
TV ni ye ne dada e free a enne 10 extra colleges a yesisi o mampanyin dia so abofo mu anapo ewura napo age ho bosia o mu siesie ne fefefe etoso mi ye di national housing policy eba abema dansie no akoprom nti nnwuma no egu ho nnwuma no eba nnwuma hyehyeye no ye wo ho dada nti de ye dada no a ne penso wantimi anye no sisa nipa na ote ho ye no ne mfa ma no abra no ye de share ni sa wantimi anye me se se yo mama ba o peso oba de nyina no enna me no madwene me me prekese kakra o mami musa gana de wote ho ene de wantimi anye wo se ye nyi video ote ho ye ni nsem ye nsa mfa ma no
Nana Sefachum National Pensions Regulatory Authority Nana Udi Wauda a true brother, a true uncle, a true father. Happy birthday Nana Sefachum MPRA or Udi Wauda and then best chef Cape Coast Hotel Mrs. Walker at the Penso Medawase said the offer so OGME Cape Coast Timame encourages say open one of the finest chefs and cook Mrs. Walker our Cape Coast Hotel Untimi Infinite fancy phone one you understand what I mean Timedasipa your food is very much appreciated said you also show me Thursday to a Sunday morning Mrs. Walker thank you so much and we see now the chair I challenge you another day and I'm sure she will go deeper into leadership of service in Koma, New Patriotic Party under the watch of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Thank you.